The clients are two young graphic designers in love with the world of shapes and colors. Very, very open-minded, and this is a very nice thing for an architect. I always try to tell the clients that they can find a treasure already there inside the house. I'm speaking about the history of the house, no? This was the case of the flooring. These concrete tiles that we polished, they are from the 40s. So you can read even on the flooring, no? What it was the story. My name is Umberto, and together with Cesare and Andrea, we founded ATOMAA. It is an architectural office based in Milan and Edinburgh. This building was built in the 20s. It has the typical elements of that age. Outside it has this yellow color. They call it Milanese yellow. Since it's very, very foggy, they used to paint this building in a very strong color, so it was visible during the foggy days. This building is located in what we call Città Studi. It is a very special place for the city of Milan. It was built at the beginning of the 19th century. As Italians, since we are born, we are used to walk in spaces and cities that are full of history, no? And so that's why often in design you find this mix of old things that have a value and new things that have new values. When we entered, we saw at first a very long corridor, a beautiful heritage, materially speaking. But it was in a way dark, since it has only 3 windows and they were all facing north. They had many requests, believe me. They wanted a house that could be a very convivial place. One of the things that Martina asked, it was about arches. She was in love with arches, and so we decided to put some of them even inside the house. They asked for a place working at home. There was a place where to have breakfast and possibly working, possibly facing the outside world and the city. It was a strange L-shaped plan, so it could be a design issue. And so the space, it was completely divided. The first action, it was to shorten the corridor. We removed the partition wall that was dividing it by the living room. It gave the occasion to rediscover a hidden pillar that it was inside the wall. In the bedroom, we added a walk-in wardrobe directly connected to the bathroom and left this space over it for reading a book, for hosting some friends when they stay late at night after a dinner.
Japan. It's a delicious puzzle of contradictions. So delicious, in fact, that we've dedicated an entire issue of our magazine to it. But this is not the Japan you might expect. In issue 3, we go beyond the golden turd to explore the art of bending space and light with architect Takeshi Hosaka and Paul Smith's 40-plus year love affair with Japan. We ask how legendary product designer Naoto Fukasawa finds the essence of an object while also celebrating the Japanese-born art form of chindogu, that is, designing almost useless gadgets. And, of course, there are new compact Japanese small homes to fall in love with too. There's so much more inside, including a double-sided pull-out poster featuring original artwork and a city guide curated by creative Tokyo locals. Get your copy now. Visit nevertoosmall.com/store.
The entrance in actual design, it is in a way forgotten, but it is one of the most important places of the house. On the right part of it, you find a shoe rack. If you lower the space, you have a compression of space, and then the apartments open up together with the light. You can find a hidden closet to hide big stuff. Just in front of this space, we created a little study. And this is the place where Nicolò, who is a graphic designer, does his paintings, and spend evenings in creating art. The space of the living room is made of simple formal elements. The long French window that it is set on a corner, the concrete pillar. On the other side, the pantry with its yellow arch, the television and the library. Making this renovation, we had a surprise, removing a wall that was dividing the corridor from the living room. We found this rough pillar. This creates a nice fight between two different materiality. The roughness of the concrete, the tiles are super polished. The kitchen is a single element made of blue metal with stainless steel, and the walls of the kitchen are covered with these white tiles that in a way resemble an image of industrial style kitchen. In this kitchen you can find a dishwasher, an oven and a full-size fridge, together with a lot of space for stacking stuff. When you want to build a space that it is together living room and kitchen, what you have to do is to try to find a place to put the messy things. We added a volume, it is the pantry. A yellow curtain gives a lot of playfulness. In that place, the clients hide all the things related to the kitchen, even the laundry is there. The clients requested a little corner to put their coffee machines. It is a custom-made furniture. The corner, it is a very important thing when you design a volume. And that's why we decided on one corner to put a library that gives spatiality, no? When you are going to the bathroom, you step up. The moving of the bathroom needed a space for the plumbings. This gave even the occasion to compress in height the space. And this is another experience that it is very, very important in a house, the change of levels. The creation of this space allowed Martina and Nicolò to work together at home in two different spaces. To make the bathroom look larger, we decided to design it lower in height. So in terms of proportion, this little trick makes the space look larger. We have a generous blue shocking vanity. It is full of space and it is characterized by these giant white handles that gives to it a crazy design. We always try to add windows looking at the official windows of the house. You can find two portholes. This gives a nice luminosity to the bathroom. The bedroom is located at the end of the apartment. When you walk under this arch, you can find another world that speaks another language. Since the tilings resemble the 20s and the 30s, we had occasion to give hierarchy to this space by adding a volume made of wood and made of hay rattan. It's all handmade. They use the rattan maker. He teach a lot of things to us about how to use this material. It gives the opportunity to add transparency to some part of this volume. It is lower as possible, so it can give the person an intimacy. We added two LED strips. They are integrated in the design. We gave the bathroom two different entrances. The main one, it is dedicated to visitors. There is a second one that it is directly bounded to the bedroom. And this volume, it gives an extra space over it. It can be used for reading a book, for hosting some friend after a dinner that went long. I can say that it is my most favorite place of Gino, the third inhabitant of this house. A perfect home is a place where you can hug your friends and make noise and have parties, and the place where you feel protected. You can find the time to think. I think that these are the main things that a house should give to a person.
Thanks for watching. If you're an architect or designer with a project we could feature, please share it with us at nevertoosmall.com/submissions.